to recharge and heal and realign, I was like, I'm gonna take the leap. I had a successful business prior to why I'm starting over absolutely everything at 50. I am reinventing myself, I'm rebranding myself, and I'm rebuilding the business of my dreams at 50. So over the last month and a half, I have been recovering from surgery. And while I've been sitting here, just taking my time to allow my body to recharge and heal, the last 5 years at a boutique. And it was a beautiful boutique. Inside the boutique, we did all kinds of, floral workshops and in-store events and candle making and lots of creative things. I sold women's apparel, lifestyle goods, home goods. It was just a beautiful, beautiful place for women to just come and connect and build community. And then everything crumbled. Everything fell apart. And I started to feel lost. I was feeling overwhelmed. I was burnt out. I didn't even recognize myself. And I thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought, I was in my late 40s. I was dealing with grief. I was dealing with fear and anxiousness and depression, and I was starting to have my health issues just surfaced to the level where I couldn't even function anymore. I ended up getting a 9-to-5 corporate job that I absolutely didn't see myself doing, and it was weighing heavy on me. I was in a really, really dark place, and I thought, I can't believe I'm going into my 50s with this much darkness, this much sadness, this much hopelessness. I really thought that going into my 50s, it was going to be exciting, it was going to be adventurous, I was going to feel like a brand new woman. And by the end of last year, when my birthday was coming around, I felt like I was falling and crashing fast. And I knew going into 2026, something had to change. And I told myself I'm gonna say no more. I lost some friends, some really close friends. I had to be okay with that. I had to lean into my health and start getting my health mentally, physically, spiritually, just really healing my whole body. And I knew that by the end of my 49th year, chapter 50 was going to be something that I was going to have to be intentional about living. So, with that being said, if you are in your 50s and you thought to yourself, this woman is speaking my language, then stick with me, because we're getting ready to go on a ride, a fabulous ride. And I'm saying that because I am rebuilding my business from scratch at 50. And I honestly thought it's too late. It's too late. 50, I am building a soft, easy, yet fun and exciting business. And it's going to be on my terms this time. And my goal is to bring you along for the ride and share into this experience with me. It's zero. I'm at zero right now. So I was scrolling through TikTok, and I noticed this man. He had these fuchsia envelopes with this beautiful script handwriting. And I was like, oh my goodness. Fuchsia is one of my favorite colors. I love script, anything that's in script. And so I was immediately drawn to his TikTok, and he had thousands of envelopes, and he was saying, I am starting a snail mail club. And I was just like, what is a snail mail club? This sounds fabulous. And so he was saying he's an artist, multifaceted, creative being. And so he loves to cook. So he's creating recipes, but he's also an artist. And he was doing these cooking basically TikToks and reels on his TikTok page. And then he started doing some pastel artwork. And he realized that as he was gaining followers, he wanted to share this experience with his audience. And so he started the Snail Mail Club, and I was like, this is fabulous. And he got over thousands and thousands of people to sign up for his club. I was like, well, that's his idea. How can I take, something similar and make it my own? So he was the first one that I saw something doing very almost luxurious and just really, really thoughtful and beautiful. And then I started seeing some other platforms on, I believe, YouTube that was more like, it was stationary, but it was a lot of stickers and bookmarks and different things. And I knew that I didn't want to have just another sticker club, basically, or bookmark club. And a lot of these women were in their 20s. This was the only man that I saw that really resonated with my particular style. And I saw a lot of women in their 20s who were doing stickers and note cards, and they were just really releasing their artwork. I'm not an artist. I consider myself a curator of sorts. So I like to curate beautiful things and collect beautiful things, vintage treasures, home goods, and things that really just are thoughtful, included. Like, we're all connected. We're all receiving this piece of, you're going to be following along in real time with what I'm doing. So I have my luxury correspondence club, which is what I'm calling it because I don't like the term snail mail. I have tapered candles because I love tapered candles. I host luncheons and meetups, and I just love seeing tapered candles with the light flickering and hosting dinner parties and lunches and brunches. And to me, lighting the tapered candle is like putting the icing on a cake. So I decided I am going to be, this is going to be part of my product collection, my stationery. And so those are the 3 hero products in my collection. As a matter of fact, I just got my first shipment of my taper candles, and I'm super excited. And no, I'm not going to be making them because, again, remember, curation, okay? So in my mail club and my luxury correspondence, I'm going to have 2 tiers. One tier will be, a beautiful letter from me, a postcard with beautiful visual and imagery, and it'll have an invitation to gather. So there'll be, floral recipes and well-dressed formula, like stylist point of view, giving you some ideas. It'll be maybe a cocktail or coffee recipe, and then also just an invitation to invite a friend or host a gathering. So those are the 4 major points of my luxury corresponding. I will have some stickers, and I will have some type of affirmation card in there and some note cards. So everything will be basically very artful and thoughtful and meaningful, and mostly collectible. So with that being said, I want to do an unboxing, my very first unboxing here on YouTube. So give me a second. I'll be right back. I want you to understand how powerful it is to lean into yourself and to take care of yourself and to give yourself permission to build a life that you've always desired, build a life that God has given you visions and dreams. And I want to start a beautiful, luxury, yet fun and kitschy, almost a Harry Bendel inspired stationery and gift giving business. I've done this before at my boutique. I've wrapped beautiful gifts and, gift boxes and gift packages. and all the things. And this is something that I've always wanted to create. So although I don't have my boutique anymore, I still wanted to create this meaningful, thoughtful, beautiful, gift giving, intentional living type of brand. And so I knew that I didn't want to, I'm not an artist, so I don't draw and I don't paint, you know, per se. I don't consider myself an artist. I do like to paint, but not in a way that anyone would want to purchase any of my art. Correspondence, and it's giving us what we need. It's allowing women who are my age, 40s, 50s, and beyond, feel seen. Something a little bit more mature, something a little bit more lifestyle and luxurious. Men that's signing up for my Snail Mail Club feels, oh, fragrance, personal fragrance. And, you know, maybe some other candles here or there, but those are the three